From debauchery to albums not charting this year to alleged killers becoming famous, hip hop has fallen into a decrepit state as of recently, and it's something that no one wants to really talk about. So, what's up, everyone? My name is Manji. I'm an independent musician and producer coming out from Atlanta, and I just want to go ahead and just talk about this. I have three theories or three reasons why I think that hip hop right now in 2023 it's really in a trash ass state. Just overall debauchery. Man, it's when you look at it from like an outsider's view, you would think this is what the genre is about and what it is, but we're talking about mainstream hip hop right now and why mainstream hip hop it is at where it's at. So let's just see here. So good God. This is what is being pushed right now and being promoted. And like I said, I'm all for having fun. I'm all for having a great time. But you would think on an award show, the BET Awards, where we have such things like the Grammys, the AMAs, stuff like that, where you would think there would be a prestigious award. Where now, Black Entertainment Awards, the BET Awards, is just something of a minstrel show. Black entertainment television that's supposed to highlight the wonders of black entertainment is pushing out right now. But I just hope that we understand that's not the pinnacle of black entertainment. Also, if I just want to go on to the next thing, is just these albums not charting. I'm gonna give it a bean. These albums are not charting. But as of June 14th, there was not a number one album. And after that, obviously the Pink Tape went out number one, and Utopia came out as well. As the recording this video, it's August 4th as of this recording. By the time this video releases, it'll be a full week of Utopia that has been out, so we'll see the numbers. They're saying anywhere between 700,000 to 800,000. Obviously, got the bundles going on and stuff like that. It's really inflated. Hip hop just seems more of a popularity contest where the show was going on and just, oh, hey, I'm the coolest artist out there, and let me just show out and pop out. The big issue now is that people are now realizing with hip hop, it's just the popularity contest, the art storytelling of what's going on with a lot of these mainstream artists, a lot of these big musicians who are in that forefront of the mainstream. A lot of times they're not really talking about too much in terms of what they're going on in their albums. I miss the days of skits. I miss the days of just having an album that was a totally entire concept. And me personally, I've not heard that, at least in the mainstream, right? We're talking about mainstream hip hop. In mainstream hip hop, I have not heard that at all within the genre as a whole this year. There hasn't been anything of a concept, there hasn't been anything to talk about. And, when I listened to the Pink Tape, it was cool, but there was no concept. It was just, to me, it just felt like traditional mixtape. It just felt like the songs combined together, added up, and it's just like, all right, cool. Hey, here's the album. And even with Utopia, it's just the fact of where is the discussion, where's the topic is being discussed about? Because from the time from Travis Scott's last album to now, it's been about 5 years. I know Travis Scott has had a lot of things happen in his life. Well, this is the album. I don't really get much out of it. Some of these artists in the mainstream think that their fans won't even understand what the hell is going on and what's being talked about. And I think right now at this phase, a lot of hip hop fans want to see that. They want to know more about the person's life. They don't want to be like, okay, cool, you want to talk about drop your music and that's it, whoop de whoop. Like, no, bro. Like, people want to know why your thought process is. People want to know, how was your life growing up? How was it that you were living in your life experiences? And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why that right now is just people are just considering these songs more just a collection of songs versus an actual album. It feels more like a glorified playlist to some extent. Personally, just getting tired of it, especially in this year, because no one is talking about anything of substance. No one is talking about, okay, hey, X, Y, and Z happened during these times of my life, and I had to be able to reflect, and this is A, B, and C of what I think about things. It's really bad. And honestly, I would say let's just roll through the albums of 2023. So let's see here, albums of 2023. So Trippie Redd, Mansion Music, that debuted number 3. Logic with College Park, 21. Yeet Afterlife, number 4. Young Nudie with Gumbo, 135. I like this album. This is tough. NF charted at number 2. NF charted at number 2. That's crazy. Strum for Life, 28. Is it where someone's gonna say, look, we need to have a cohesive album. Let's have an actual planned out rollout of how we're gonna push this and really get it going, because a lot of times it's just, hey y'all, you know, I'm dropping an album or I push it back and this and that, and to me it just feels like it's just more of a train of whatever that person's fan base they already have collected from singles versus, you know, actual marketing. So hey, I think why hip hop is really falling down is that, you know, we've had a lot of alleged killers, you know, really get into the space, and I think having that shock value, like, oh man, like it's a real killer, like this is crazy, he rapping about his real life. I don't think it really hits the same no more, really, with actual fans. It doesn't really hit with actual fans. And what do I mean by that? You know, as you can see, the top 2 of, you know, people who are gangster rappers, you put in quotations, are Lil Durk and NBA YoungBoy, right? We see a lot of other gangster rappers in which they're not really selling like that. They're not really selling at all, and I think fans are just like, hey, this really is not shocking me as much. This really is not shocking me as much before. You know, maybe when I was like 14, 15, cool, but now I'm like 18, 19, 20, I see the facade for what it is. And even now, a lot of the whole gangsterism image is really being broken down, where people are like, yo, this gangster is just, this is whack. You know, if people are in a certain predicament, they're going to save their own selves. And I think a lot of people are realizing, and I'm happy that more people are talking about how being gangs and this and that is pretty lame. The persona is saying one thing, but then another thing, when it's push come to shove, people are folding, people are singing like canaries. It really broke down the image of this gangster rapper, and I think more people should be more themselves, right? I don't gang, I don't gang bang. Like, look, I do me. I watch my anime, you know, I play my sports, I do go work out, and I make music, you know. You're just an entertainer at the end of the day. And that's what people are seeing. Like, you know, people are just entertainers. Like I said, we're just here to entertain. And I think people can see past the facade. And don't get me wrong. Look, I think overall, hip hop will be in a better state. And I think overall as a genre, because people say hip hop is dead or whatever genre is dead, they focus on the mainstream aspect. You know, we hear on the radio, what's being pushed on the rap caviars of the world. You know, that's what people really see. That's what people really see. And to me, overall, hip hop as a genre has been a great space. Alternative hip hop, experimental hip hop with JPEG Mafias of the world, to like the Red Veil, to the Sminos. You know, we're in a great state. And to me, that's the subgenre that I love to really listen to and really get behind in terms of what's being done and what's being pushed. And me personally, that's the genre that I'm in right now. I understand that trap music, you know, which is still the mainstream, has honestly peaked. So that's the thing. Like I said, different subgenres: jazz, rap, you know, alternative hip hop, you know, experimental hip hop, you know, like I said, Brockhampton. I mean, even though they're broken up as a group, Brockhampton, JPEG Mafia, Red Veil, Tamino, Fugira, like these are great examples of musicians who are really doing great and doing big things in that alternative hip hop experimental space. So I don't think that overall hip hop is quote unquote, like, I use the quotes wrong, is quote unquote dead. But I think right now there's a shift in the overall aspect or the thought process of what is being pushed in the forefront of hip hop, and are the fans eating it up? You know, are the fans liking it? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what someone is talking about and everything. It depends on the actual fans. What are the fans eating up? We've seen it with Lil Baby. He was canceling shows. I mean, things are not selling. I mean, you see it, right? And it's pretty tough. But I think overall, just 2024 and onward, I think we are going to see the shifting of what's being deemed the mainstream. What that will be, I do not know. But as I've seen time and time again, different things what considered mainstream, from, you know, the baggiest jorts, you know, with the backwards with the backwards jersey, to people who were sipping on lean with a double cut with the skinniest jeans to now, gangster rap. Who knows what the next thing will be? But I think overall, hip hop is in a great space, and we'll be able to see how that goes. I don't think hip hop is dying. Mainstream hip hop is dying. Overall, as hip hop, no, I think it's in a great space, and I think it's pretty fine. I never really knew how to really end off on these videos because I never really think people get this far. And if you did, I really appreciate it. I'm going to try my best to drop a video every single week. And with that being said, my name is Manji, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.